Hello everyone and a happy afternoon. It is your They That Might Gray here, and we are going to play some Crypto the Necrodancer. Today is a little bit of a special stream because it is my birthday. I am years old, and yeah, I don't really I'm not really the sort of person that cares a lot about celebrating their birthday. I don't really like it when a big deal is made about me, which is ironic because I'm exploiting the fact that it's my birthday for views, which I am not above doing. But, you know, I figured I would use it as an excuse to play a fun game that I like a lot and then have a little tea time. So that is what is on the docket for today. It's kind of weird looking in the screen and seeing myself in the bottom left and flipped, but I found out that for this game, that is maybe a better place to put my camera, so I do not block stuff. So let me go ahead and let a little video play here.
Spreading for months about a cemetery where dead things moved. Undead things.
Oh, this is the DLC opening.
The clan elders dismissed it as just rumors. Called my investigation a fool's errand. They told me I was too young. They told me I needed more training. I told them I was already dead.
We Raven down there.
So what's the worst that could happen?
Yay, zombie mouse. Yeah, I kind of forgot that it would play the DLC opening instead of the regular opening, since this is my regular save file where I've done a bunch of stuff. That was not really a thing I thought about, but oh well. Maybe we'll play as Nocturna, which is, you know, this lady here. Maybe we will, instead of playing with the usual folks. I think she has the same default soundtrack as Cadence, the usual main character. Maybe we'll do the DLC thing. So I have actually, so here's Cadence here. Hey everybody in chat, by the way, thank you for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. How are you guys doing today? By Libra friend, that is true. Although it sounds like we're on the other side of the Libras. Like, if I were born a week later, I think I would be a Scorpio. I think I'm pretty close to cutoff. And you're almost a Virgo, right, Tanner? Funny how that be. I do not know, though. I don't know that I'm close enough to the cusp to be considered a cusp myself. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I have played Necrodancer before on this channel, just to kind of all my worst qualities are Virgo qualities. That's pretty funny. I could see how that is. Not for you personally, I mean, just in general. And also my worst qualities are Libra qualities, who am I getting? That's funny. Your worst quality is being a Libra and lying about your worst qualities. That's my take. Anyway, so I've played Necrodancer here before on this channel, just to kind of start it off with a blank game and be Cadence and bop around with the story. But now that we've opened up and watched the Nocturna stuff, maybe I do the DLC thing and I play as Nocturna, which I don't remember how to do, but then that'll be a little bit of a handicap on me because I've played this game so much, so very much. Oh, there's a whole bunch of characters I could play as. That would be kind of fun. I'll give Nocturna a try, and then when it gets inevitably very hard, maybe I'll switch to someone less difficult. So her deal is that you can transform into a bat, but also randomly stuff from Zone 5 starts just showing up throughout the game. So you'll see random bits of electric stuff, and it'll just randomly pop up throughout. You'll know it when you see it. I'll point it out. I think that's what we'll do. So I guess let me say, for anyone unfamiliar with this game, it is a rhythm game comboed with a dungeon crawler. It is a roguelike rhythm game, essentially. I think it came out in 2017, 2016. It's a couple years old at this point, to the point that there is actually a remake out that people probably know better than the original game, because the remake, I might have my game audio up kind of loud, sorry. I'm not sure how it should be, considering this game is it's a rhythm game, so it's music heavy. But I don't know, let me know if you think a music needs to be louder or quieter. Anyway, but yeah, people probably know the sequel of this game better than the game itself, considering it is Cadence of Hyrule, which is a Zelda game. Or I think the subtitle is Crypt of the Necrodancer featuring Legends of Zelda. Basically, the setting is Zelda, the gameplay is Necrodancer. Which I also recommend. Maybe I'll play some of that if I get bored of this. I also have that on my Switch. I don't know. It's a thought. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and give a try here to all zones mode. Meaning I'm just going to go through. Okay, I do not have a cutscene to start off with. But here I am to the first level. So as you can see, I have to move on the beat. Ooh, this is going to be hard to do and stream at the same time. I haven't done it before. Let me turn up my volume on my monitor just a little. There we go, now I'm good. Okay, so I have like quite a bit. Here's a shopkeeper. Can't afford anything. Sorry, man. What was I gonna say? So I have quite a bit of practice at playing this game, although none of it recent. This is a game I love very much and have just played a crap ton of. As a person who's me, who is very anxious, this is a pretty good anxiety game in the way that, like, it demands your total focus. I say as I'm playing it and trying to, you know, talk to a microphone at the same time. Maybe it requires a little less of my focus now because of how much I've played it. Okay, do you see? Oh man, this guy's gonna be annoying. Hold on. There we go. He shoots projectiles if you're not careful. Man, I have so much to say at once. Everything happens at once in this game, and it's hard to actually, like, comment on it. Okay, this bit that looks totally different is the, like, Zone 5 creeping into other areas deal that happens in if you're Nocturna. Too much at once. Okay. The bull is the mini boss. You have to beat him to get to the next floor. There we go. He's not too bad, though. Maybe I shouldn't have started off with playing as Nocturna, because I feel like it's way more confusing than anything else. Mostly because there's just so many different random enemy types to have to worry about, and a couple new mechanics, like the fact that... Oh man, I missed a beat. Like the fact that I'm electrified while I'm standing here, which, like, causes spread damage like that. Arc damage, I think it's called in-game. Man, I am dropping beats left and right here. Eh, whatever. All I lose is my combo. Another thing about Nocturna, who I'm playing as, is her default weapon, like, in addition to the whole, like, I can become a bat if I want to thing, which is a little strange, is that she starts off with a cutlass, which is a, like, broken good weapon. One, it has a range of 2, which is already really good. 2, it has this weird property that, like, as long as you are attacking that beat, you cannot get counterattacked by anything else. So, like, I might see other weapons floating around, but I probably won't stick with any of them because the cutlass is, like, already the best one I can find. Oh man. Oh, see how it said parried there? That's because the cutlass. Yeah, see, that is an inferior version of what I already have, but thank you anyway. I will be honest, I played this but couldn't get the hang of it. That's understandable. I don't think this game is for everyone, but it is for me. So I'm excited to see someone who's familiar with it play it. Cool. Let me know if you have any, like, thoughts or questions, because I've played this enough, it's hard for me to know what, like, the perspective is anymore of someone who is newer to it, or less accustomed to it, I guess. Okay, so that was the second level. I kind of found the stairs surprisingly fast, but that happens sometimes. It's almost embarrassing how good I am at this, because I've played it so much. Oh, damn it. There we go. Well, I got hurt. Oh well. Really, one of the hardest parts of this, like, this game has a hell of a learning curve. One of the hardest parts is just learning the attack patterns of things. That takes a long time, but again, I've played it long enough that I already know those things. Which is a little bit, oops, ooh. I now have to be really careful. Oh, nope, okay, I thought I was screwed for a second. The, like, Medusa creatures can freeze you for a couple turns if you're not careful. I think, so... The whole turn into a bat thing, specifically it's a vampire bat, in that while you're attacking, you can slowly get some hearts back. I think if you are non-bat Nocturna and you would go down to 0, you become a bat instead. Right now I could become a bat and start getting my hearts back, but it's a little obnoxious to do it. Anyway, so there. Ooh, torch. Thank you. Oh, whoops. That didn't help me. Sorry, there's so much going on right now. I'm trying to like. Yeah, I guess I need armor. Hey, thank you so much for the bits, Corridon. I appreciate it. And thank you for the happy birthday message. Man, I'm missing beats like hell now. Okay, I'm gonna be a bat. There we go. How do I be a bat? I guess like that. Oh man, the bat has hella, oh, it's because I'm at minimum health. That's why. I was like, why is my attack power so high? Basically, so it doesn't really tell you, but like, there's like a vampire or like blood effect, which 1, slowly lets you get hearts back, and 2, makes it so that you do hella damage if you're at half a heart. So now I'm at a full heart, so I'll do less damage. Anyway, sorry. There's so much to manage at once when you're streaming this game and trying to talk about it and play it. Oh boy. Anyway, oh, Tanner. Oh, ooh. Why are there boots here? Never seen that before. That's weird. Okay, sorry, Tanner. I saw your message. I'll get back to you shortly, but I have to do a boss real fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Skip. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Skip. Okay. So this is King Konga. One of the ooh. Oh, I got hurt. Oh, I pushed the wrong button too. Man, I'm trying to focus on too many things at once. Anyway, one of the gimmicks of this is that it's a conga beat, and so it skips every 8th beat. And if you screw up and break the beat, like on that beat that he misses, he comes off the throne like this and attacks you prematurely. There we go, I got him. Ooh, that was dicey for a second though. Anyway, so that was one boss. Once I head on these stairs, it'll be a video, so we will watch that shortly. Sorry, I'll catch up on chat in just a sec.
The clan elders were wrong. The dead do rise here. But they'll never learn the truth about this place. I'll destroy it before I let them learn its secrets.
Okay, let me pause just a second. I just need to, like, you know, get my head on straight. Is this a mod or just something I never unlocked? So what you're seeing is DLC. You probably, my guess, has played this game before the DLC came out, or on a different platform. So I'm playing on the Switch right now, and the Switch edition comes with the DLC on it automatically. So I actually had never played the DLC before I got the Switch edition. I used to play this on my phone, iOS. I guess I should mention, this game is on a million platforms. You never unlocked it with money, right? Correct. Yeah, I bought this game a second time on Switch just because I always am playing on my Switch, so I just wanted it on that platform. I didn't actually think I even knew when I bought it that it would come with the DLC. There's not too much in the DLC other than this actual, like, route, like Nocturna as a playable character. Oh, I guess Zone 5 is also DLC. So you'll see bits and pieces of Zone 5 like scattered throughout this playthrough. That's part of Nocturna's deal. Have I played the Zelda one? Yes, Cadence of Hyrule. I have played it. And in fact, if we get bored of this, I might play it later. I have yet to decide. It has kind of a longer campaign though, so that seems a little harder to just pick up and like one-off. I described it earlier as basically Necrodancer, for the most part, gameplay with in the Zelda setting. I think that's the best way to explain it for those unfamiliar. Oh, I see boss. There he is. You kind of get used to these little dances you have to do to like avoid getting hit and hit them in a time that works well in their step. Okay, I see something very fancy in this ring. Ooh, two very fancy things. Oh, lots happening. Whoops. Okay, that red potion is basically an auto revive, and I want it very much. This just lets me see it. It gives me X-ray vision for items, basically. The wizards are annoying. It really is an anomaly of a game. It's so surprising that it exists. Like, I am still to the shocked to this day that game got made. Like, in a pleasant way. I really like the game. Although I don't think it has as much replayability as Necrodancer. Like, I've put probably hundreds of hours into Necrodancer, and I've played through Cadence of Hyrule 2 or 3 times, maybe. I think it also has some DLC, or maybe just content that was added, like, I guess that's technically still DLC, just, you know, not the paid kind. Okay, sorry, there's something I meant to go back and mention. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get out. Where are the stairs? Did I walk past the stairs? Oh, they're down here, aren't they? Okay, you really want to get to the stairs before the music runs out. At the worst, you lose your combo. If you didn't beat the mini-boss yet, you also get dropped into like an arena room, which you really don't want to happen. Ooh, okay. This is a bad room. There we go. I did use up that potion though, so I'm really glad I picked it up, or else I would be dead right now. Oh boy. God, there's so much to focus on, but I want turkey leg, thank you. No hurt me, no hurt me. Ah! God, I'm trying so hard to focus. Occasionally the levels, like, you hit just like a very complicated patch like that, which often is what leads to people dying, which is kind of pretty much what happened to me just then. I just had an auto revive. Hey, Sarah, welcome to stream. Hello, how you doing? Oh, I did a stupid thing. There we go. Okay. Sarah, I am playing a game called Crypt of the Necrodancer. If you are unfamiliar, it is a rhythm game roguelike, which I love very much. However, it is very stressful. Okay, there we go. Oh boy, that was like a real gauntlet. There we go. Oh, I'm out of bombs. I was gonna use a bomb to open that box to get another bomb, but I'm out of bombs. Well, oh well. Where are the stairs? Okay, it's over there. I'm sorry, I'm probably so behind on chat. There we go. Okay, must beat boss, must beat boss. The bad boss is the worst because their movement is random. There we go. Oh, hold on. Out of the frying pan into the fire. Ah. I wish I had time to explain how all these enemies work, but when I have 8 of them attacking me at once, unfortunately, that doesn't really happen in that way. Oh boy. There we go. Okay, a little calmer now. Man, the first time I played this, I was like really good at, like, I surprised myself at how good I was at streaming it and playing it at the same time. But now I'm a little, ooh, Banshee. A little behind. I guess I probably had a little bit of a less active chat that day anyway. Whew. A little calmer now. Oh, I lied. There we go, okay. Tanner, oh, I mentioned you, I noticed you mentioned, Lo-Fi Ping Pong, which I haven't bought yet, but it is on my Switch wish list. I probably will get it pretty soon, because I have a couple purchases I want to make. Nintendo, I noticed this morning, was so kind as to send me a happy birthday email, which really consisted of being like, hey, if you want to buy something from us, here's 15% off a single purchase. Which, to be fair, I might take them up on. Ooh, I want this pickaxe. Thank you, Freddy Merchantry. Yes, that is his name. Did I go past these stairs too? Oh yeah, I did. They were up top left, weren't they? There we go. No mud monster. Oh yeah, so again, I haven't bought it or played it yet, but the appeal to me of Lo-Fi Ping Pong was that it seems like it's like a very deliberately like a meditative game, like a Zen game, which is not a thing that I like really had thought much about before, but the new Tetris game that's on Switch is very much that way, like intentionally designed to be that way. If Will is here, I would have him tell you about it. I forget what it's called. Is it Tetris Connect? I don't know. It's real trippy and just fun to vibe out and dissociate and watch. And just, you know, observing patterns. Oop, I need to heal first. Okay, so you are about to see a really messy game of chess play out in real time. Maybe. Yep. Go away, queen. No. Knights are annoying. Oh, I stepped right into the attack zone, didn't I? I love this idea for a boss. Ooh, one of the pawns are about to promote. Ooh, garbage. Nope. Okay, thank God. Oh man, that one is stressful just because you have to watch so many pieces at once.
There were also rumors of a scientist the townsfolk had called the Conductor. Something about trying to harness lightning. These metal veins, I can feel them pulsing with life. Maybe I can follow them to their beating heart.
I love the design of these scenes. I just think they're so well illustrated. Oops. Okay, so the kind of gimmick for these levels is that they have a fire zone and an ice zone. You can kind of jump between the two. They also have two separate soundtracks. This game has so many different alternate soundtracks, like an insane amount. Because most of the different characters have their own soundtracks. This one is shared with the main character, Cadence. But this is the fire version. There's also an ice version of the song. Yep, there it is. Yeah, Zone 5 stuff. I get it. There we go. Check out the shop, please. No, follow me. Oh, the skeleton knights are so hard. Okay. Map, yes, please, thank God. Okay. Okay, doing it right. Let's stand more health here. Yes, agreed. Rhythm games are all about the soundtrack. I used to listen to this soundtrack, well, the various soundtracks from this game while I drove a lot, which is, like, to be honest, not a good idea. Like, it's probably not as bad of an idea as listening to, like, Katamari music while you drive, which, if you are familiar with Katamari, you will know exactly what I mean by that. Like, your instinct while listening might be like, hey, I'm gonna hit that mailbox that looks smaller than me. You know? No, this game goes super hard. Absolutely. What else are we talking about? Oh, I pushed the wrong button. I was trying to use the spell. No, I don't want to be bat. I want that. There we go. I too wish I had pipes like a shopkeeper. There's somebody, oh, I cannot remember his name, but there's a YouTuber, or a person on YouTube, who, ooh, that was weird, who has made versions of all these tracks with the versions with the shopkeeper, but did the live vocals, some of which are like physically impossible, and he had to just kind of make do, which is very funny. I don't know, they're interesting to check out. One, because it's impressive, and two, because the ones, if you happen to upon one of the ones that is not really meant to be ever sung by a human, his workarounds are pretty funny. God, I wish I remembered his name. I'm totally blanking. But I bet you can find it if you were clever with, you know, YouTube search. What's a worse weapon than what I have? Ah. That was rough. I'm so rusty at this game, too. Granted, it's harder as Nocturna because of the whole randomly having stuff in from... Whoops. I'm bat. Ah, shucks, I'm bat. Yeah, it's harder to play as her because... Oh god, I'm screwed. Yeah. Dag. Oh well. Made it to World 3 without any health upgrades either. Dang. Okay, I'm actually kind of thankful because, like, man, that was getting stressful. Okay, let me, like, vibe in the lobby for just a second and catch up on chat. Ooh, and maybe drink a little water. God, gosh dang. Holy jeez. Backlogs. You're talking about backlogs. Yeah, schoolwork taking priority over Vidya. Very, very important. Make sure to do that. Yeah, I also have a little bit of a gaming backlog. If you won't mind me popping out to my Switch screen for a while, there was a moment in time where I had like a gift card that I couldn't use for a lot of other stuff, and so I kind of just bought a whole bunch of Switch games on sale at the same time. Some of which I have not played yet. I have not yet played Blossom Tales, although it really interests me. It seems like it is very much influenced by like the older 2D Zeldas, especially like Link to the Past. I also bought Enter the Gungeon, which I know that I would love and have not played yet. And Don't Starve, which similarly, Don't Starve I've been kind of holding off on just because I know that it's kind of like Minecraft-y in the way that there's kind of a learning curve. You know, like survival game, they throw you in, they don't tell you anything, you have to figure it out. So I just have been waiting till I have more time to play that. That would be very Halloween vibes though. If I like had people in chat that like did know how to play this game and could walk me through it, that would be much appreciated. I don't know who that would be though. My roommate I know has played a lot of Don't Starve. I got a couple of tips from her a while back. I don't know that I remember many of them. I think her main tip was like, hey, there are customizable settings when you start the game. Make it easy for yourself. Which, like, boo, boring. How dare we make things easy on ourselves? How dare one do that? Anyway, so those are a couple of games that I'm a little backlogged on myself. Yeah. Not that I don't have time to play them, I've just been playing other games. Mostly, I'm on my 4th run of Three Houses. Ooh, you do see Slay the Spire. That is another game that I will go back to and do just a bunch of one-offs whenever I get bored of. Oh, Corridon, since I just saw it, let me point this out. Have you ever played, so I assume you're a fan of Slay the Spire. Have you heard of / played the game Dicey Dungeons, which has pretty similar gameplay? It, I think, is a game that you might find to be a lot of fun. It's a little bit sillier in tone, which, you know, so like the vibe is different, but the gameplay is very much Spire inspired. Ugh, that one doesn't work. It's not obvious enough. You know what I mean? Anyway, so Dicey Dungeons, that's another game I would recommend. I think it's pretty cheap too. So yeah, maybe look into that. I think it's on a lot of platforms too now. Dexion, hey, thank you, welcome. Merry birthday, thank you very much. Thank you for the birthday wishes, I appreciate it. Can't stay, that's okay, thank you for dropping by, but wanted to shout you out on your special day. Yes, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Thank you for dropping by. Oh, I saw that you were busy with some stuff too, Dexion. Do you want to talk about what you're what's going on with you today? I am not, I like saw something that you posted and I didn't really understand what was happening, but I was curious about it. You guys, Dexion is a friend of mine that does kind of alternates mostly between tarot reading streams and playing Dead by Daylight and a couple of other games. Oh, chat's over my face. Oh, thank you for telling me. Let me move chat to the right. Oops, it's locked. There we go. Chat lives in this corner now. Here we go. Thank you. I moved my camera for this game, but I forgot to move anything else. I'm literally about to go live now, reading cards and then doing a horror competition on 17 Live, another streaming app. Oh, okay. That was what I didn't understand. I see. I am not familiar with 17 Live, but that's interesting. You guys, you should definitely give Dexion's channel a follow. Good shit. It's good shit. Excellent shit. Probably just a very kind soul. Probably the tarot reader that I vibe with the most. And that is myself included. Just kidding. I just own a tarot deck. I don't really read it. Great channel, great content, great vibes. Just a lovely fellow, a lovely time. Absolutely, please. In fact, do I have a shout out command? I know I'm just saying this. Let me link you. Does this still work if I don't say @? There we go. There we go. There's the link. Definitely you guys should check out Dexion if you are intrigued by any of that. You'll have a wonderful time. Thank you very much, Dexion. Thanks for dropping by. Maya, hello. Hello, we are playing a game. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it very much. How are you doing today? I know of it. My buddy got me that into Slay the Spire. Was not a fan of it. Maybe I'll need to check it out. All right. Yeah, I don't think Dicey Dungeons is necessarily for everyone either. Like I said, it has a very different vibe to Slay the Spire, but like the gameplay is heavily influenced. Also, if you are like me and kind of a math nerd, like I really like video games that use dice as a way to represent like small cases of unconditional probability. Which is very similar to Slay the Spire. It just uses cards to represent conditional probability. Which I just, from a design point of view, find really interesting. But I'm also a big math nerd, again, so there's the disclaimer. There's the big ol' asterisk. Let me get back just a little bit. I skipped a couple of messages. I'm so sorry if I skipped a chat. I'm sure I probably have at some point. Oh, Untitled Goose Game. That would be a fun thing to vibe to. Some random one of these days I'll have to play Goose Game. Something I guess I should say about Goose Game is, so I'm a big fan of Link's Awakening, the original and the remake, and for the reason that they came out at like the same time, there's a huge crossover in the fan base between the remake of Link's Awakening, the one that just came out on Switch, and Untitled Goose Game. They came out at the same time, so like, you know, because of that happening, like there's a lot of branch over. So anyway, if you didn't know that. What else? Math nerd. Yes, I am a well-practiced math nerd. I have several years of practice of being a math nerd. I am not super good with like the applied stuff. I'm not as statistically minded, I guess. But you know, I know a little bit. I got that degree. I got that piece of paper that I don't do much else with. So I might as well help you make a game with it. That sounds like a good idea to me. Yeah, tell us about it. I'll have to figure out what I want to do here next in game. Maybe something a little more chill than Nocturna. Ooh, speaking of chill, okay, now this kind of defeats the purpose, but there is a certain character known as Bard, which is the non-rhythm game version of this, which is kind of fun because it lets you play faster than it would be sometimes if you restrict yourself to the rhythm. There is actually a very interesting plot reason as to why the Bard is not restricted to moving by the beat. Like, you can just, you know, move around whenever you want. Enemies just move when you move. I almost don't want to spoil it, although it's pretty obvious if you play through the game for far enough to get through like a couple of cutscenes, basically. I used to be a math nerd, but the more I study it, I like it less. That's very understandable. The way that math builds on itself and also branches out into so many different like topics is really unique to it, I think, as a field of study. Like, I think like I guess disclaimer here, so I was in grad school for math, various grad schools for math, for like longer than I would like to discuss. And like, the more that I studied it, the more of a big idiot that I felt like, because of, you know, you got your pyramid of knowledge, right? When you stand on the top of a pyramid and you look down as far as you can see, like the next layer of bricks down, you're like, oh, there's not too much left to learn. But like, as you get further down the pyramid, you realize that the more you learn, the more there is to learn. And it just goes on and on in that direction forever. So it gets pretty overwhelming. Like, I've studied math for more or less my whole life now, and like there's still so many topics I know like nothing about. Like, there's like differential geometry I've still never really gotten into. I think I have enough of an algebra background now that I could understand it. I have so many books on it. Let's see, is that one of the books that is currently propping up my laptop, or is it over there? I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm looking over my bookshelf. Somewhere I have this big old book on like syzygies and differential geometry, and I'm not sure where it is. Oh well, I don't need to show it off on stream. You get the point. Yeah, there's some stuff that I'd kind of like to get back into studying just for fun. Like, I used to really enjoy number theory in particular. And that's something that's really hard to find, because at like actual grad schools, the number of like professional number theorists is pretty low. At least around these parts, around where I live. Here in the city that I live, most of the mathematicians do stuff related to like differential equations and numerical analysis, which is really not my vibe as much, which is why I'm not still in school. But that's just me, again. Anyway, let's be Bard for a little while. Which will be, again, a little weird because I'm like, oh, hey, look, it's a rhythm game. Just kidding, now it's not. But I really vibe with Bard's soundtrack. It's very, like... I want to say disco vaporwave? It's like a very specific vibe that I cannot put a label on. So you can slow down or speed up, and the enemies only move when you do. Feels so weird to play as Bard after you've been playing a rhythm mode for a while. But it's worth it for the soundtrack. There we go. Remember we were gonna make Food Quest? Ah, yes. I still have a shred of hope in my heart for Food Quest one day, because it is very dear to me. So I guess I should explain. My friend Kaylee and I had very high aspirations for a game that we put a lot of design thought into, called Food Quest. This was a game we were gonna make. We were so set on it. And we have so many stupid, wonderful ideas, all of which I am very fond of. And still vibe with very much to this day. But, as it turns out, we are not game programmers by trade. Both of us know some coding, but are not, you know, probably experts in that by any means, or have a lot of talents that apply to the situation. We are just two idiots with a dream. And also we have too many other stupid ideas, so that's the other problem. That is the issue. But one day, we will be... we will probably... One day, we will probably realize that it will never get done. You've probably already realized that. I have also realized that, but I'm pretending that I haven't. You know how it is. You know, you get it. It's fun to pretend. Oh god. Okay. That was one of those moments that I'm glad I wasn't restricted to the rhythm. Ah, bat. Annoying. There we go. Some of these monsters be so annoying. Corridon, sorry, I missed your message. I got my degree in electrical engineering and my school required more math courses than you would need for a math minor. Ooh, that sounds about right, unfortunately. And these professors did not know how to teach math to the engineers. Ah, a classic issue. I remember when I took, a complex analysis class, I took the engineering version of it before I took the math version, like the mathematician version of it. And I'm kind of glad that I did, because it gave such a, like, more, like, hands-on, applicable, like, view of it, I guess. Like, I don't know how I would have done in Complex if I hadn't seen that. Monkeys! If I hadn't seen that first. Ah, stupid monk. Yeah, sorry, weird burp. All right, I'm not restricted to the rhythm. Ah, I keep forgetting. Oh, man. Man, I mean, ooh. Ooh, I got real fast there. My brain is too addled to be good at this. Anyway. You have also tried to brainstorm a food-based game before. You just think a cool cooking game would be dope. Ah, yeah, I agree. I've always been really intrigued by, like, games in the same vein as, like, Cooking Mama, but, like, maybe a little bit more, less restrictive, like less like you have to play this mini game and then this mini game and this mini game, like something with more options. I know a couple years ago a like cooking simulator came out, but like in the style of simulator style games, it seems like the purpose was mostly to like burn down the kitchen for fun, which is fine and a good time, but just that's not what I'm after, you know? It was meant to be part cooking game, part RPG. Like, you throw the food, you cook it enemies. It was also around the same time as, like, Undertale came out when we started thinking up Food Quest. And so we had a lot of ideas that were very meta. Very meta. That was what we were trying to vibe with. What if I just do one zone at a time? Maybe that'll be a little less stressful. Not that I didn't, you know, die in zone 1 last time. Chroma Squad. I am not familiar with Chroma Squad. Let's do Zone 5 alone, because it's got a fun vibe. I don't think I've ever heard the Bard's version of the song before. So this is the DLC zone. Now I'm imagining what it's like if they're a cooking gacha game. See, that's what I want to know. I think there's room for all kinds of these thoughts, you know? I want to try this shit out. Oh, you little... have I heard of this game called Battle Chef Brigade? No, I am not familiar with that. I guess in the topic of food games, I should also... What does that do? I don't use this, like... Oh. Interesting. That's a weird weapon I'm not familiar with. I guess while we're talking about food games, I should mention, like, Overcooked, which again is also not quite like I'm trying to describe, I guess, but a very, very fun party game that I would like to play some more. Except yes, Overcooked is so hard. You are correct. But it's such a good, like, people say, like, if you want to play a party game that makes you mad, play like Mario Party or Mario Kart. I think Overcooked is that, but like actually worse, because you're supposed to play collaboratively. And then you get mad at not just your friend's maliciousness, but also their incompetence. That's a good time. That's a good time. There's a food-based gacha RPG called Food Fantasy. Interesting. I have not heard of it. Granted, I'm not really big on gacha games myself. Mostly because I have a little bit of an addictive personality and I just don't need to go there. But that's just me. Wait. I already found the stairs, didn't I? Yeah, I keep finding the stairs and walking away. Why am I doing that? Ooh, this music has the vibe. It has a vibe, at least. Ah, so many skeletons. Everyone is bad at Overcooked except for me, said everyone who's played Overcooked. I don't know if it's possible to be good at Overcooked. I really don't. I bet someone is really well practiced at it. Food Fantasy actually looks kind of cool. Ooh, I am curious about like the contents of it. Although again, granted, I don't play a lot of gacha games, so I'm sure there's like mechanics I wouldn't really be familiar with. Battle Chef Brigade is part cooking game, part Tetris, and part beat 'em up. Wow, that sounds what's the word I'm looking for? Aspirational. That is a lot to put into a game, you know what I mean? Oh, it has the same developer as Love Nikki. Wow, coincidence. I guess that's not a huge coincidence, but I mean, it makes perfect sense when you think about it. Once you have the mechanics to make one kind of gacha game, I'm sure you can expand, you know? Ah! Do I want that? Yes. Oh, and it's co-op. I see. Yeah, I'm curious to learn about it. There we go. We're just gonna blow them up. Do I want those? Yeah, that's a one free hit, basically. I've played Overcooked with dudes who are actually good at video games and we barely get past like the 8th level. Yeah, that's the thing, is it takes so much coordination, like intrapersonal coordination, which is not a skill that you usually think you're going to be practicing a lot when you play any kind of video game, even a party game. Ah, he has 2 health. Annoying. Here's my favorite stupid boss in this game. Do you see it following me? That is a Metro Gnome, but it's spelled G-N-O-M-E. I did not kill it. It just, every time it gets hurt, it spawns back to the boss room. And it comes after you anew. There we go. Gotta hunt him down again. They have such a weird pattern that it's really hard to learn how to fight them. There we go. I just find that to be like such a stupid pun. But in a good way. By the way, whenever I say, fun fact about me, whenever I say the word stupid, I'm probably complimenting something. I exclusively use the word stupid as almost exclusively use the word stupid as a compliment. Which I know it doesn't sound like it makes any sense, because it doesn't. That's stupid. Yeah, you get it. You get the vibe, Corey. Oh. This is a weird rendition of this. Oh, dang it, it moves, it has 2 health. This is a weird rendition of the song and it got me distracted. The song normally goes very fast. We have hella 16th notes happening. Oh, well, there's a couple of them, but still. Ooh, maybe I should try that again. It's almost honestly harder to do this mode where you do not move to the beat. Oh, I hit quick restart. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to be a different character. So anyway, my plans I think for stream today was I was gonna play this or maybe something else for a couple of hours. Now that Slay the Spire is mentioned, I almost kind of want to swap over to that, or maybe Goose Game, or I could do Cadence of Hyrule. I don't really have to stick to this game. I was just like, hey, what's a fun game I can play? Maybe mindlessly isn't the word, but I'm familiar enough with this game that that's kind of what I mean. But like, yeah, I'm finding this game kind of hard to focus on right now, which is probably not shocking because this game is hard and requires a lot of focus, especially if you're also streaming. So yeah, we could totally switch over to some other game. Do you guys want to see some other game? So again, here are a couple options. Oh man, I can do polls and I forget how that works, right? I forgot that now that I am an affiliate, I can do polls, but I have not looked into it whatsoever. I know there's a way to do it on Nightbot too, but it requires a specific command. Informal poll, just tell me. Y'all can just tell me. We can watch some anime together. Just kidding, that's illegal to stream. But yeah, we could totally play some maybe Dice Dungeons, but we could play some Goose Game, you know, just vibe for a while, be a goose. Who knows? What else did I say? Slay the Spire, always an option. Absolutely always an option. What was the other thing that I said? Do I have Cadence of Hyrule on here? It might be. We might have to wait for it to download from the internets. But it's here. Oh, where is she? Where is she? But I've gone past it. Cadence of Hyrule. Cadence of Hyrule. Why am I not seeing it? I know for sure that I own it. Oh, there it is. I don't know why I wasn't seeing it. Didn't recognize the purple background, I guess. So yeah, I'd have to download it from the. Oh yeah, that might take a while. Okay, so maybe that one isn't on the table. Yeah, that's obnoxious. You beat Ascension 10 on Slay the Spire last night. Hey, congrats! Is that the Silent? Who are you playing as? And speaking of Goose, just got Nick this shirt. Hoo boy. Okay, everyone, let's look at this shirt. What is this shirt? See that it no gender, only go. Oh, that is a great shirt. That is a very good shirt, and I appreciate that shirt, and that shirt is appreciated. I have a shirt. Oh, right here. It is dirty because it's in my laundry pile because I wore it the other day. But here, let me do main cam. This is my Untitled Goose shirt, which only really makes sense if you finish the game. Well, get close to finishing the game. Minor spoilers here for a very silly game. Take Bell. That's my shirt. I don't remember where I got it. I'm sorry. I wish I did. But I remember I've had that shirt for probably almost a year now. I want to say I got it for myself after last Christmas, and I had been like, you know, wearing around being a person wearing a shirt. And then one day my friend Will turned to me like a week or two ago when I was wearing it and was like, I just realized that isn't a Taco Bell shirt. That's a Goose shirt. So yeah, sneaky. Anyway, Ironclad. Ironclad is definitely who I have the highest ascension with. Oh wait, was it $6? Oh, it was $20? Is it like one of those things where it says what? It does say 605 plus. What's the plus? Oh, but then you actually like go to look at it and then it's okay, then what's $6? If you get an extra small. Oh, so like is that like a baby shirt? Interesting. Heh. Fancy. Which reminds me, I need to wrap your gift. No, don't give me gift. I don't want it. I don't want a gift. Don't give me a birthday gift. I don't want a gift. Don't give me things. I don't like things. All right, sorry. This has gone very off the rails. What are we doing here? We want to play more Necrodancer. Maybe we want to play Slay the Spire. Maybe we want to play Untitled Goose Game. Maybe we want to drink some water. Just kidding, I'm out of water. So anyway, my plan was to I don't know, play a game and vibe for like a couple hours. Probably for another hour or so now, and then I want to have like a little tea party. I I don't know, maybe now that I'm like kind of stopped, it makes sense to have the tea party now-ishly, and then we can switch over to another game and play it afterward. Let's do that, maybe. That makes more sense. All right, tea party time. Let's do it. Oh, I just realized that I'm still on full screen. Oops. Here we go. Whoops, that's also the wrong button. All right. Man, I'm frenetic today. You are such a Libra. Thanks, bitch. Um, anyway, yes, Sarah, please tell us everything about your experience with Food Fantasy. I am so very curious about it. Absolutely curious. Anyway, okay, what do we need to do here? Tea time. Okay, great. So, I have a couple of things prepared. I do need to run to the other room to flip the electric tea kettle on real fast. But then we will get set up for tea time. So I'm not actually even going to swap over. I will literally be back in 20 seconds. Okay, I have my electric kettle going in the other room. I do it on the counter of my bathroom because I don't really feel super comfortable having it like sitting on a like my shaky ass table in my bedroom. But we will have a little tea time here. So let me go ahead and get set up with my tea time scene that I've made to fit the fact that I was playing Necrodancer. So here we go. So as you can see, I have my second cam right here, along with my very stupid family heirloom mouse pad that is now probably 21 years old, which is younger than me. But let's see, how do we put this together? So I guess let me say this about some tea time stuff I want to do for today. The last time I did this and enjoyed doing so, we did a little bit of a gong fu tea ceremony style thing, which involves more or less it's a very specific way of making tea. It involves a lot of adding water, waiting, drinking tea, adding a little water, waiting, drinking tea. So I don't want to do that all the time, mostly because I only really am super capable of doing that with like one type of tea that I currently own. So today's tea is gonna be a little bit simpler, but to make up for it, I might have some fun snacks, because everybody loves fun snacks. So I made a little trip down to the local Trader Joe's and picked up a couple of little fun cookies. So I will try them and have a little review. While I'm thinking about it, I guess something I should do is change the category of this stream, right? There is food and drink, I have learned. So we are gonna change the tag. Not Food Network Cook or Be Cooked. What is that? Oh, hold on. How do you do this? Food and drink? It is an ampersand. There we go. Sorry, we're gonna get back on the rails shortly. Alright, I think this is now a food and drink stream, technically. So, away we go. So, while I wait for that to go, I have my teacup here. I have two of these. This is just like the teacup that I use daily all the time, basically. Nothing too fancy. It's like a little too big for a proper teacup. I think it's meant to be a coffee mug, but it's a little small for that, I think. So, I don't know. This is just something I use. I have also made another realization, which is I brought the snacks into this room, but I left the tea in the other room. So I will have to run and get that too, but I'll just wait until I hear my kettle click. So I'll do that in a minute or two. So yeah, have a couple of snacks waiting here for me. We'll have a little snack time. By the way, if you are the type to have a nice little snack yourself or to drink tea, feel free to go make yourself some tea, go get a little snack, get an afternoon coffee, whatever your vibe is, and then we'll kind of have a little snack time along with me, and we'll talk about it. That sounds like a fun time. Sometimes for fun, my wife will go to Trader Joe's and just buy a ton of snacks. Trader Joe's is the best for snacks. Yes, agreed. Like, I pretty much never really go to Trader Joe's outside of the context of I want to buy fun snacks, because like it's not really the sort of place you go to like get a full like round of groceries for yourself. I mean, I say that. I'm sure people do. I am not one of those people. I go to, you know, a regular grocery store. But if I want some fun snacks, if I want some dumb little cookies, Trader Joe's is like perfect for it. Also, their frozen aisle kind of slaps. They have like so much variety. This stream, by the way, very much not sponsored by Trader Joe's. Now I have to say something shitty about Trader Joe's to make up for it. Let's see. How do I make fun of Trader Joe's? How do I do that? I point out that anytime you're in Trader Joe's, there are more employees in there than there are customers. Why? What's the deal? What's the deal with that? I guess that's not really a negative. I'm just confused. Why is that the case? Why is that the deal? I guess maybe it's just because they have such a big variety that they're constantly like managing like the presentation of like you know how like shelves get kind of picked through. They're like prettyifying the shelves constantly just because they have so much like or so little space. They have to keep managing it. That's my guess. I don't know. It's weird though. Like I always go in Trader Joe's and like there's like at least 4 employees like grouped around just talking to each other. Like what's the deal? How does that work? I don't know. Maybe I'm just jealous. I want that. Anyway, I should apply at Trader Joe's. Anyway, I feel like the music is kind of quiet. Let me pull that up just a little. So this is music straight from the game that I was playing. You might actually recognize it. I think we went to this level earlier on. But there are 2 versions. Well, there's a lot of versions of the song, but in this mix, it's the original by Danny Baranowski, who you might also know as the person who did all of the music for the Binding of Isaac series. And then also the remix for, is it the Bard remix or is it Eli's remix? I forget, but it's one of the other soundtracks in the game. So I have it alternating between the 2. Anyway, I think I just heard my kettle click, so give me 30 seconds. I'm gonna run to the other room, get my kettle, and then and my tea, and I will be right back. Alrighty. Okay. Information on Food Fantasy. So apparently the cute anime embodiments are food. Okay, so it's like food gijinkas. Interesting. Are fighting a war against demons. There's a very dramatic cutscene. Love it, love it. I don't know if I can get over the whole thing being in landscape mode on my phone. Huh. That is interesting. Huh. Very interesting. Yes, I am super interested. So anyway, we are talking about the gacha game that we theorized could exist, and turns out it does, about food, called Food Fantasy. I know nothing about it, and I want to know everything about it. That sounds wild. Let's talk about tea. I am going with the classics today. So this is probably the tea that I drink probably more than half the time I go to drink tea. This is my go-to tea bag. It is the absolute classic. We have here a Twinings Earl Grey. For those who are unfamiliar, Twinings is the originator of Earl Grey. So if you see an Earl Grey tea that is not Twinings, it is a ripoff. Just kidding, it's probably fine too. I just am used to this, so I go with the original. I go through these so fast. If you kill me, this is what drops. These are my drops. My drops are anxiety, just like orbs of it or whatever, Twinings Earl Grey tea bags, and also these guys, these little bitches, these little things what hold your hair. You know, that's what drops if you kill me. So that's the info. That's the vibe. Anyway, let me go ahead and get this a brewing. My station's so frenetic now. The sad thing is this is me on 0 caffeine so far. I have not had tea yet today. I just am naturally this chaotic. Away we go. All right, I'm gonna put this away and let that brew for a little while. I don't have a trash can right here. Yeah, I'll just put it in my pocket and remember later. There we go. Alrighty, while that is brewing, let's get out a couple snacks, huh? You guys want to see some snacks? So, I got 2 things here from Trader Joe's. Here we have a big old bucket of cookies. So I will say, I have actually already had one of these. I have eaten 2 of these already. 2 of these have been eaten by me from this bucket. They are Dunker's cookies. They're kind of like biscotti style. I don't know that they're definitely not proper biscotti, like twice baked in that way, but like that's kind of the vibe, right? They are oatmeal cranberry Dunker's cookies with white fudge drizzle. So here's the label. Dunker's cookies. They have a little bit of like a holiday gingerbready vibe. Let's see. I can't find out too much about if that is actually the intention. But I think they're pretty good. They are, I'm sure, as indicated by the title, intended for you to dunk into your coffee or some such. I don't know that I'll actually do that because I don't really like, you know, like crumbs floating around in my jank. But they're pretty good. They're like super crispy. So if you want to see what one looks like, there's a nice top view. It's like just hella Spider-Man over with white fudge. You know what I mean? It's got a lot of it. But it's very sweet. The icing is like the cookie itself is not like crazy sweet. So it's like pretty balanced. So here's like a side view, I guess. I don't know if it really helps to like look in this camera. No, this camera, it's the same cookie. Magic, you know? Anyway. I don't know. It's pretty good. I think they kind of have like a breakfasty vibe to me, you know? Like they're not super cinnamony, but like they give off very much like a sweet breakfast vibe. Like that's, I think, the ideal time to eat it. That and like a tea time. I think they're pretty good. I don't know if you heard the like crunch. They, in theory, have cranberries in them. They're not super cranberry-y. Like, I see maybe 2 cranberries in the whole thing. But the cranberry is not the point. Cranberry is beyond the point. Do they have, like, an oatmeal cookie vibe? I guess they do. But, like, usually oatmeal cookies are pretty soft. These are pretty crunch. Anyway. So I'll eat probably a couple of those. Who knows? So yeah, those I have tried before. The other cookie that we'll do, I have not tried before, and I'm kind of excited about. But we'll get there when we get there. I'll probably let this brew for another couple minutes. I don't really have a dish that I, can, throw the tea bag into, but I usually just kind of leave it in the whole time. Because I don't really mind if my tea gets a little bitter. I know there are some people that, really want their tea to, get out of there after it brews for, 2 or 3 minutes, but that ain't me. Anyway, what do you guys think? How do you like your tea? How do you like your snacks? Have you tried these cranberry dunkers? What do you guys think? I'm curious as to your take. As well as, if you're also inclined to do a little tea time, do a little snack time, tell me what you're eating. I am curious and I want to know. The people want to know. Otherwise, I will just sit here and talk to myself on the internet, which is mostly what I would be doing anyway. Man, that's hot. I keep forgetting how hot that kettle gets. But there is steam a-roiling. Is that a thing steam does? It roils, right? Is that a word? It seems like there's something about my tea scenes that always break the video that accompanies it. Let me see if I can get it to refresh the overlay. That's super weird. I had this issue with my other tea scene that I made. What if I there we go. That's weird. Anyway, I drink nettle leaf tea nearly every night. It is an herb for lung health. Oh, that's super interesting. Nettle leaf tea. I know that nettles are a thing that you can cook and make tea with, obviously, but I've never had that myself. That is really interesting. I don't know super a lot about like different kinds of. Would that fall under herbal tea? I don't know if nettles count as an herb necessarily, but herbal tea in the sense that it's not, you know, Camellia sinensis. It's not tea leaf teas. That's super interesting. An herb for lung health. Huh. Oh, you called it an herb. Oh, duh. Nope, too hot. Ow. 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 Oh, well. Okay, we'll come back to her in a couple minutes. Let me get another bite of this cookie. Want to hear how crunchy this thing? Here's a crunch. Here's a crunch. You ready? I'll try to mostly chew away from the mic for those who do not want to hear, like, chewing sounds. But a few might get through the noise filter, so sorry about that if that's the case. I am also bad at talking with food in my mouth, so sorry. Working my way through the tutorial, I have now defeated bulimia. Well, that is truly a feat, and we're very proud. It's such a weird, like, sentence out of context that I feel terrible making a joke about it, so I shan't. But the fact that they put that in the game is absolute wild. Absolutely buck wild to me. With the power of black tea and tom yum. Wow, that'll do it, I guess. The pro tip. Whoops, I am silly. Actually, it is Moline. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Moline is the inflection on the second syllable. Let's check this out. What is Moline tea? Yes, I accept. Give me cookies. I give you cookies? How does cookies work? You know. Cookies. Let's see. Moline tea is a flavorful beverage that has been used for centuries to treat a variety of ailments, including chronic coughs, colds, and asthma. Ah, right. Lung health. Makes sense. Has a rich aromatic taste and is made from the leaves of the common mullein, a flowering plant native to Europe, Africa, and Asia. Ah, interesting. I've never heard of this before. I'm kind of surprised. Where does one obtain such a thing? Interesting. Also, does it come in like, you know, like pre-packed tea bags, or you gotta get it loose? Oh, you can find pre-packaged mullein tea bags, extract, capsules, tinctured, and dried leaves at many health stores. Huh. Very interesting. You learned about it through TikTok. You know, TikTok is certainly educational in some ways when it wants to be, and at other times, it not that. Sometimes, you know, I am a person who kind of deliberately doesn't use TikTok directly very often. I will watch TikToks that are shown to me through other algorithms, but I'm kind of afraid of the TikTok algorithm because it scans into your soul and it knows. And again, this is not firsthand experience coming from me, but you know, this is what I hear. I have a friend who actually used to be my one of my roommates back in a previous school, who randomly found the TikTok of a different one of my friends who they did not know each other. I think they had met maybe once tangentially, but like knew well enough to like for it to like to identify that was who it was, but like which is like, it has tracked me down. It knows the machines are coming for you. Terrifying. I do not need that much in my life. It's less that I value my privacy and more that I just am terrified. I am just easily startled. But that's the vibe. TikTok does know. It does be knowing. I also feel like TikTok is very specifically like, it reads your vibe, it detects your interests, and then it categorizes you. It's like, oh, we have realized based on the based on the content that you have liked and watched the most, we have determined that you will be sorted into the house of Gen Z lesbian cross-stitch TikTok, you know? And that's beautiful. That's lovely that you can find, you know, find your fellows through this app. But also, I don't really want it to look into my soul and determine what kind of person I am, because I don't know what I would do with that knowledge, and I think I would break. It's a bit much for me. Anyway, y'all want to see another cookie? Let's do another cookie. All right, so I have opened this box just so I didn't have to like fiddle with packaging on stream, but sorry, there's kind of some glare there. Here we have bite-sized crispy cookies filled with Belgian chocolate. I don't really exactly know what this is. My hope is that it's like a mostly solid chocolate inside like shortbread style cookies, because I think that that would be like the best with tea, I guess, if that makes sense. So yeah, I've opened this. I have not tried this one yet. I am pretty curious. This also looked like the closest thing that I could find to Jaffa cakes at like Trader Joe's. Some part of me thought that I could find like actual legit Jaffa cakes there, and I was kind of excited about it. But like, I shouldn't have got my hopes up for that. I did not find Jaffa cakes, although I found them at Aldi before. Anyway, so this is what they look like. I don't think they're super fancy looking. They're just, you know, little chocolate sandwich cookies. It does look like it's a pretty decent, like, filling of chocolate. I don't know. Let's give it a try. Yep. That's good shit. It's, like, not overly sweet. It's not like milk, chocolate, sugar for children, you know? Although it also tastes pretty identical to, like a Milano sandwich cookie, you know what I mean? Same thing, different brand. So, I mean, it's not, you know, you need to go to Trader Joe's and get this right now. You know, it's just a nice chocolate sandwich cookie. But I bet it's good with tea. Let's see, are you cool enough to drink now? Yeah, there we go. We're getting there. I probably better drink it kind of soon before it starts to get pretty bitter. But I'm also very good at burning myself. Very good. Very skilled at burning myself. So I will try to not do that. Like when Pinterest started recommending me categories like Y2K fairy grunge and 2000s mall goth. You know, those are some categories that I vibe with. If you could find the like mean, like the geometric average between those two, that is an aesthetic that I would like to be in. That is where I would like to find myself. I want to live in that universe. So I'm not mad at Pinterest for doing that. That sounds lovely. But also terrifying because like it feels like a read, but then you're like, okay, but I'm interested. Okay, but I'm not mad. You know? It's a complicated feeling. It really is. Anyway. Hoo boy social media. Hoo boy social media. Just the way that we algorithmically live our lives is a topic that I don't really want to get into, so I don't know why I'm starting it, because we could be here all day if I did. And that's what I will say about that. I am seeing within my field of vision something that I also remembered that I put it in this field of vision because I could use this opportunity to show it off a little bit. Tanner, if you're still around, this is something that you will probably be very interested in because it will be headed your way probably before too long. I have in my hands, you can't actually see it from this camera angle. Ooh, I don't want to touch the camera, but my desk folds out, and underneath it, I have this lovely book. This is something that I found that I forgot that I had. This is the official Nintendo Power Guide to the one and only Nintendo GameCube horror game horror IP with one entry, Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. So I've been saying for a long time that I have been intending to loan this to my good friend Tanner, who will be playing it one of these days on his channel as soon as I can get it to him. Which I could play it, but I am a little baby who gets easily startled by horror games, which is like kind of obnoxious because I love them. I just don't want to play them. I want to see them played. I love horror movies. Something about horror games just like not easy for me. Not for the faint of heart or the me. But anyway, this guide is like has a lot of full art that I find very, very interesting. Is there a year on this guide? Let me look for a year. So anyway, Eternal Darkness was Nintendo's attempt to make their own unique horror IP during the GameCube era, and for whatever reason, it didn't really do super well at the time, to my knowledge, but it came a little bit of a cult classic. So I did not have this at the time that it came out, for sure. I got both the game and this secondhand, like, way after the fact. Ooh, this is copyright 2002. Wow, this is this is 19 years old now. That is insane to think about. But yeah, let me see if I can show off. Hopefully there's not too much of a glare. Like, full art here. Let me not knock my cookie off. We got a lovely little quote here from Edgar Allan Poe. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting. You gotta quaff the raven nevermore. Amen, sis. Amen. Anyway, this whole thing, tons of full art. Full art. Maya says, ha ha ha, I'm only a year older than that. Ha 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 ha. You infant, you child. You mere baby. I shouldn't make fun of Maya too much or she'll like flick me in the face when we eat dinner later. Anyway, to those who do not know, if you know Kaylee, they are related. The two are related. Hi Maya. Sorry for making fun of how young you are, but like I'm feeling a little old and a little delicate on this birth of days. This days of birth. So just let me have this. Let me have this. You know? Let me have it. Just let me have it. Anyway, so yeah. I totally forgot that I had this. I thought I just had the game, and then I like randomly, I don't know. It came to me. I had a brain blast. It's okay. It's your birthday, so I'll let you get away with it. Thanks. Yeah. You can make fun of me back instead tomorrow or whatever other day. Love a good guide. I used to have tons, but unfortunately I got rid of them because I was a silly child. I understand. You know, we don't always value the things that we have until we realize 20 years later that they are collector's items. You know? That's how the song goes. That's the lyrics. Anyway, final ruling on these two cookies. I like this one. I mean, I also like chocolate, but these are good for breakfast. These for tea. The sandwich cookies for tea. The Trader Joe's oatmeal cranberry Dunkers cookies with white fudge drizzle for breakfast. Those are good. But I have also never been as partial myself to an oatmeal cookie. There's a cookie that my roommate makes sometimes, called an oatmeal scotchy, which is a terrible name, but none of us came up with the name. It's on the back of a bag. They make these little, like, they're chocolate chips, but instead of chocolate, they're like butterscotch. And so you do that in an oatmeal cookie, and they're pretty good. I like butterscotch, but outside of that, I will take just a standard chocolate chip cookie pretty much any day. I think that's my favorite dessert, actually. Just a good, soft chocolate chip cookie. In fact, though I am a person who prefers to not really do much to celebrate my birthday, I have, I don't really even, like, expect or want gifts. Like, I feel kind of weird about it, but, I mean, you know. My one requirement is that there has to be a cookie cake. Do you know what I mean? The cookie cakes, like the giant cookies covered in buttercream. it must be present. It doesn't have to like have my name on it. It doesn't have to have candles. It just has to be a giant cookie covered in buttercream. I just want that. I just want it. Usually I will just like grab one of the prefab ones made from like a Price Chopper or a Walmart or something bakery. Usually they're Halloween decorated because 'tis the season, but I want that too. That's ideal. That is good. So anyway, it's my one requirement, which my mom, I went and visited my hometown yesterday, and she was ever so grateful to have one made for me, which probably would have been more expensive than if I just picked one up, but whatever, it was very nice of her, so thanks to her, appreciated. It is also her birthday today. I guess I should mention that. I was born on my mom's birthday. What a weird thing, right? Not very common, does not happen very often. I think I was the one birthday present she could not take back. So that would be pretty hard to do. But man, can you imagine having a kid on your birthday? I would really want that cake after. I'd be like, you need to give me that cake right now. What a weird time. What a weird time that must have been. It also is kind of funny because, let's see, I think I was born on her 29th birthday. So if you've ever heard the phrase like 29 and holding, which I wish I could get away with, where you just, you know, pretend that you stopped aging and stopped having birthdays at 29. Since then I was born, she just pretend, oh, I just gave them my birthday, so they have the birthdays now. So I'm 29 and holding. My last birthday was 29, and now, oh look, it's this child's birthday. Happy birthday to child, you know? Happy birthday to child. Yeah, of course, by that logic, like, now I would be older than her. So, and that's all I'll say about that. Anyway, what a weird time. What a weird time. I'm eating more cookie. Those are so good. They're very good with tea. Something about chocolate and Earl Grey like really works for me. Should speak maybe a little less with my mouth full of cookie though. Code, happy birthday! Thank you, much appreciated. How are you doing today, Code? We are just having a little tea time and a little chat here. Mostly we are trying some cookies that I got down at the local Trader Jose's, which are of varying qualities. By which I mean, these are okay. These are pretty good. How's the birthday going? Pretty good so far. I haven't really done all that much today, which is ideal. That is how I want it to be. We streamed a little bit of Crypt of the Necrodancer before. It went frenetically, which is not surprising because that's the game. That's how it tends to go. Now we're doing this. I might play a little bit of Goose Game or some other kind of random fun something afterward. Like I said, it was getting kind of frenetic for Necrodancer, so we're like, oh hey, let's switch games, because I at some point switched over to my like Switch menu, and Goose Game came up. So now I'm thinking like, yeah, maybe we play some Goose Game after, you know? Do you know what I'm talking about? Untitled Goose Game. I don't know, I think it'd be a good vibey, unthinky game. Doesn't exactly fit the horror theme I'm trying to get into for October, but like, it is a beautiful day in the village, and you are an entitled goose, who is about to cause trouble, and I don't know what's more horrifying than that. You know? So maybe we do a little spooky time. Happy Halloween to them, it's their horror story. For villagers. That is crazy, you and your mom share a birthday. Yeah, I know. I don't think I really know anyone else with that situation. I know people who share birthdays with, like, siblings by coincidence, but... Anyway. You know. Any possibility, however rare, has to happen sometime. Well, I guess it doesn't have to, but... On average, things that are likely to happen 1% of the time do happen 1% of the time. You know, so that's how it is. You've never seen it played. Well, maybe we will play Untitled Goose Game then. That'll be a fun thing to vibe to. I also think that Untitled Goose Game is a fun game to show off to like your friends that aren't really like gamers, like hardcore game players, like just because it's like one of those games it's easy to understand the concept of and just kind of vibe and be a terrible goose. I played some of it with my mom a couple of holiday seasons ago. She is not a person who is interested in video games, which is kind of unfortunate because not a couple years ago, when I was child, she would play like Sega Genesis with me and my sister. Like mainly she liked like the Wheel of Fortune game on NES and Yoshi, the puzzle game Yoshi on NES, if you know which one I'm talking about. But she would play like Sonic 2 on Genesis. But yeah, she kind of dipped out of video games right after that. Kind of a shame. I think now she kind of sees them as a waste of time, and that is her opinion, and I do not share it. Anyway, standard, boomer ass thoughts. Anyway, let's see. What other one delight did I have to share? Here's the one. 'Tis the season. I have one other delight upon which I shall partake, and this is one that probably is familiar, infamous even, to you, for better or worse. It is standard bag of Brock's candy corn. Let's get into it. Do we love it? Do we hate it? How do we feel? Let's fucking go. Let's fight about candy corn. Let's do it. How do we feel? I'm gonna eat some and determine how I feel. I will not give you my opinion on candy corn immediately because I want to hear yours, and I do not want to taint it with my own thoughts. There is no place to tear this. Oh, yes, there is. Let's do it. Let's fight. Candy corn discourse. Let's go. Oh, God, I just tore the shit out of this bag. Oh, God. Oh, no. We think no? We think absolutely not? Tanner, the way you switch gears so quickly. Let me say first that I like you and I think you're a cool person, but no, candy corn is yucky in my opinion. I understand. Let me tell you I understand. These feel like a little stuck together in the bag. Maybe they were in a hot car probably for a while. Actually, it might just be a really full packed bag. They gotta get rid of all their candy corns. They fill those bags full. Absolutely full. It's okay, I don't like it, but I don't hate it. Maya, you are the one person I know that doesn't feel an extremely polarized opinion about candy corn. I say that. I'm sure there are plenty of people that feel neutral about candy corn, and you just only ever hear from the lovers and the haters. You know what I mean? Anyway. Code, let me tell you why you are wrong about everything. Lol JK, not a candy corn dude. That's fair. Let me also be one to say that whether you like candy corn, or love it, or hate it, or feel mixed to neutral about it, you are welcome on this channel. You're allowed to be wrong here. No, I'm just kidding. You are welcome to have feelings and thoughts. When I see candy corn flavored stuff, I actively die inside. I have something to but I understand that other people like it. Sure, fair enough. I have a thing to say about that, but just a second. I have a question for you. Yes, shoot, Code. So have you guys seen, I don't know if it's Brock's that makes it. I don't know the company, but there are bags going around of candy corn, which is, has like 6 different kinds of it inside. And it is like 6 different flavors, and they are all the flavors of a Thanksgiving dinner. So it is like, there's like a turkey flavored one, like a stuffing flavored one, like a coffee something, I think a potato. I don't remember all the flavors, and I don't really care to dwell on this thought very much, but I thought you should know that exists. And from what I hear, I have not tried it. I kind of would for the meme. God, I should have done that. Ooh, maybe for like a Halloween type of stream. Maybe I'll see if I can get my hands on one of those, and then I will try it on stream. That is good content. The internet loves to watch people be disgusted. Anyway, if you want to hear about how bad it is, people have tried it. There is a thread on Twitter that's gone around. All I remember from it was that they said that the coffee flavor one was the best, but only because it barely tastes like anything. It barely tastes like coffee even, just like sugar. And all I remember is they described the stuffing flavor candy corn as tasting like, and I quote, sage and hate. So I kind of want to try it because I want to know what sage and hate taste like, you know? Like, I don't know, call me masochist, but I call me curious. Can you split them into 3 parts and then tell us if you think that each part tastes different or the same? I will absolutely do that. The only problem with that is that, like, the parts kind of split into each other, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, this might be too small a detail that you can see on my cameras, but like, so I just snapped off almost all of the anything but the yellow part on the end, and like, you can see that, like, focus camera, focus. It's not gonna focus. Maybe this one? Not enough light. Anyway, you can see that, like, it's not quite perfect, like, rings, you know what I mean? Like, the inside doesn't come to quite the same level horizontally as the outside. Okay. So I ate the yellow. Hold on, I need to break off a couple of whites to taste them at once, just so I have, like, a big enough sample. Okay, there's, like, 2. Let's do 3. 3 of the whites. Okay. You know what? I think it does taste a little different. Hold on, let me try the yellow again. Oh, that didn't work. Let me get a better split. Okay. For science, guys, this is science we're doing here. Oh, I'm massacring this candy corn. Okay. The yellow does distinctly taste a little bit different. I'm kind of shocked to say it. I'm shocked it's coming out of my mouth, but it's true. The yellow tastes a little bit more like food dye. And that makes sense, because I bet the white is the undyed part. Okay, hold on, let me try. This is mostly orange. The orange tastes like the yellow. That makes sense. The white bits actually taste a little different, I think, because I bet they're the ones that don't have the dye in it. And I'm kind of shocked to find that out, because I've been eating candy corn for a while. I know I said, like, I'm not going to tell you my opinion on it. I'm still eating it, right? So obviously I like it. Anyway, yeah, so I guess there's the answer. We have done a science. We've concluded, well, I've concluded, in my opinion, it does taste a little different, but really just the white parts don't taste like food dye, because they don't have the food dye. Anyway, yeah, wow, there we go. Wrap it up. That's the paper. Sell it to a journal, you know? I used to eat the white tips off of them as a child, so I guess I can say I kind of like the white part. There you go. That makes sense why. It's probably just the flavor of the dye that you don't like. Incidentally, Tanner, what is your opinion on, like, red velvet cake? That I'm curious about. Because that requires so much food dye. Unless you make it, like, the beet way. Which I have had, by the way. My roommate is a baker, and she has made it with, like, beet powder before, and it's very interesting. I don't hate it, but that's me. I always ate it layer by layer when I was a kid, and I agree. Okay. Why am I just now finding this out? That's so interesting, though. I mean, it makes sense when you think about it. Huh. My aunt has a bowl of candy corn staying in her house 365 days a year? That might be the root of why I don't like it. See, I like this candy corn because this is new candy corn. This is this year's fresh factory candy corn, right? So it, like, it's pretty soft in texture. Like, I can squish it probably between my 2 fingers. Almost. Not, oh, no, I can. It just takes a bit of force. But, like, candy corn that has sat around for a while, which I understand why it could, because, you know, there's a lot of it. People don't like it. Like, it do get hard after a year. You know what I mean? I don't want to eat last year's candy corn. I do want to eat this year's candy corn. So, you know. So I don't think I would like your aunt's candy corn that sits in a bowl all year either. So I think I can definitely agree with you on something at least. There we go. I enjoy red velvet. I wouldn't say I gravitate toward it first, but I would say it's a solid 7.5 to 8 out of 10. Interesting. First, I mean, you know, flavors are all about combination, right? So maybe something about the chocolate balances that out for you. Very interesting. Because I know some people that they take a bite of red velvet and they're like, nope, tastes like food dye, I can't do it. You know? Huh. The mystery continues. Maya says, I do not like red velvet. I understand. I also like red velvet, but I like candy corn. So, like, my opinion might be invalidated. Depending. It's the mellow cream pumpkins for me. Yeah, those slap. Those slap. They also take a lot longer to get hard because they have a higher ratio of volume to surface area. You know what I don't like? I don't like the candy corns that like are in the like autumn mix that have chocolate at the end. Those are weird. Those are not great. Those are not my favorite. Because it doesn't taste like chocolate. It doesn't taste like milk chocolate. It tastes like Tootsie Rolls, which is, like, in my opinion, the worst candy. The chocolate Tootsie Rolls. The fruit and vanilla ones are okay. The chocolate ones, nope, can't do it. Cannot eat a Tootsie Roll. Those are the candy that people made before they realized that candy could be good, you know? Again, we're just speaking opinions on this day. That is how I feel. This is how I feel. Cold and I'm ashamed eating candy corn on stream. 35 million pounds of candy corn is produced a year. I mean, I figured it was a lot, but that is a lot. Obviously, there is a subset of population that enjoys it. Sure. Definitely. Man, 35 million pounds, though? That is something. Have you seen people that take so a lot of people are like, I don't understand why it's called candy corn. Like, why does it look like corn? Well, this part, the yellow part, looks like a corn kernel, right? And so you can kind of imagine if they were like all lined up in a row like that, and then like all like, you know, around a like cylinder, then it would look like corn. The people have done that. They have like taken candy corn and like put the corn back together. I don't think onto like an actual corn cob. I don't know what was in the center, but like that's a thing that people have done. It seems like a waste of time to me, but like to them, streaming might be a waste of time. I don't know. Who knows? You sing that song all the time too. Have you ever heard the original? I've been on this weird kick lately of finding out that songs that I feel like I've known for like my whole life were not the original, or like part of it wasn't the original. So that song, the original, is actually in. Is it Dutch? Is it Swedish? I'm gonna have to look it up. Hold on. I think it's called, the original is called Burned, not Torn. Or maybe it's the Swedish or whichever language of it instead. But yeah, the Natalie Imbruglia version is actually a cover. Hold on, I'm doing a little Google so I can get you accurate information. Torn was written in 1993. It was first recorded that year in Danish. Danish is the word. Renamed. Okay, my Danish pronunciation is probably not super accurate, but Brant, B-R, and that letter that's an A and an E put together, N-D-T, Brant. Brant, which is Danish for burned instead. So yeah, you can find it on YouTube. Definitely write it down, look it up sometime. Look up that song. It's like, you can tell that it's the same song, but there are bits of it that sound pretty different. But it's really just super weird to be like listening to that and like you expect, you know, like the verse to kick in and you're like, oh, but then it's Danish, you know? Yeah, a weird time. Another song that is a remake, although a little different. Okay, I'm assuming that a lot of people here whose name is not Maya, like, grew up in the aughts. I guess Maya, you kind of did too, but you know what I mean. So you know the song Every Time We Touch by Cascada, right? I'm gonna blow your mind here. That's not the original. However, if you look up the original, the chorus of the Every Time You Touch that you know from Cascada is the same, but the verses are totally different. Cascada made up the verse that they wanted and then kept the old chorus, which is wild. The original is, I think, Maggie Riley, an Irish singer. Yeah, I did not know that that was a remake until about 2 weeks ago. Maybe not even. Yep, it is. It's by Maggie Riley, who I actually know of because I know she was the singer on the original of Moonlight Shadow, which is probably one of my favorite songs ever of all time. Yep, because she collaborated with Mike Oldfield. Right. Every Time We Touch, Maggie Riley, 1992. Wild to think about. I cannot believe that I thought it was a Cascada original song for, oh god, when did that come out? I don't know, at least 15 years ago. Isn't that wild though? Yeah, definitely listen to that song. It's a really weird sensation if you're used to the Cascada and haven't heard the original. There is this TikTok channel that's theme is songs you didn't know were covers. Oh, there we go. And it's always informative, but I did not know that Torn song was a cover. Well, there you go. Now you do. I love Every Time We Touch. Yes, me too. It goes hard. I stan Cascada. We stan Cascada on this channel. When I lived in New York, I worked at a restaurant, and sometimes after hours it'd be like 3 a.m. The staff would be drinking and vibing to music, and I would play Every Time We Touch. That would be me. I totally get that. The girls I work with like it, but the moody hipster dudes did not. Oh, that's so funny. I have been having this weird, like, return to form lately when it comes to, like, for lack of a better grouping of terms, like aughts techno, I guess, aughts electronica. So like anytime I get in the car, I'll be listening to like I don't know, like so Cascada for sure, Bass Hunter, just a bunch of random like Nightcore remixes from the aughts. In particular, I've been listening to the song, oh, why am I blanking on it? Oh, what's it called? Rockefeller Street. The Nightcore Rockefeller Street over and over again. I don't know why. I'm just like in that vibe right now. I don't know, it's so weird. I'm gonna put these away because this is pure sugar. I cannot keep eating these. Like, I like them, but I also would eat pure sugar. I am that mess. Check out this one. It goes hard in a very 90s way. Wait, we're talking about early aughts electronic? We absolutely are. Yes. Hell yeah. Let's go there. Let's do it. Okay, I will save Ace of Base, It's a Beautiful Life. I am sure I've heard this song. I'm gonna open the tab and then I will listen to it when I am off stream. Please don't play over stream somehow. I don't want to get copyright stricken. Okay. Yep, okay, I got it open. I will check that out later. Thank you much. Yep, so we were talking about aughts music, in particular, like Cascada. Oh, there's like a, I was gonna say too, there's like a 6-minute long version of Miracle by Cascada, which I have been vibing to a lot lately for whatever reason. So, I don't know. Now you know, it exists. It's on YouTube. People are all about bringing back aughts trends right now. I'm just sitting here like, wasn't that just like 2 years ago? Holy crap, I'm old. Yeah, I kind of feel that way too. On the other hand, I'm kind of like, hey, all the like random like scene kids stuff that's coming back into trend, like I literally still have it in my closet because I never stopped wearing it. So like fashion, vintage, fashion. I was hanging out with some coworkers, and one of my Zoomer coworkers gave an extra explanation of how some Instagram thing worked for my benefit. Interesting. Yeah, see, they say that that's how you know that you found yourself on the certain, like a certain side of a generational divide, is when there's like a type of social media is maybe not quite broad enough, communication form electronically, that like you just don't understand. And for me, it was Snapchat. to this day, like, I think Snapchat has for many people already come and passed, and I never understood or really used Snapchat. So that's what got me out of the loop. That's how I started realizing, oh hey, I am becoming an old. It is my birthday. Hello, Stellar Death. Thank you so much. Thanks for dropping by. How's your day going? We are talking about, we're kind of wrapping up a tea time here. We're talking about aughts electronic music. You have anything you wanna throw in there? We're talking about like Cascada. Code says, have you guys ever heard of Echo Deck or Danger? I don't know that I have. Nope, I am trying to listen in my head to any bells being rung, and I do not hear a bell. Echo Deck or Danger? No, tell me about them. But yeah, that was the other thing I was talking about too, is when you realize that there is some kind of app or method of electronic communication that has become commonplace that you just totally don't get. Which I guess TikTok is kind of that for me, but Snapchat definitely was too. Echo Deck or Danger are these bands? I think so. I assume so. That's what Code was talking about. Let me pop up. Let's pop up a little Wikipedia here. Echo Deck. I think I found it. Did I mistype it? I am seeing songs from 2013. EKO Deck. No, that's not what I want. That's a brand. Interesting. No, I don't know about Echo Deck. Oh, okay. Very early aughts electronic music that existed on a small amateur electronic music website and basically disappeared after that. Wow. Interesting. Huh. Yep. Nope. I haven't heard of them. That's kind of a shame. Yeah, I might look into some of their old stuff. Right now on Google, all I can find, I'm not sure what I would type in to get Danger's stuff, other than just Danger band, Danger music. I'm sure there's a lot of bands that have Danger in the name, so I don't know what would come up. Danger music is an experimental form of avant-garde 20th and 21st century music and performance art. That is not what I wanted, but I want to know what Danger music is. I am leaving that Wikipedia tab open, and we are gonna... I'm gonna deep dive that later. Anyway. Links. Yes, thank you. Okay, I will... As I mentioned, I will save. There's an Echo Deck, and is this a Danger? Nice. Thank you for linking. I appreciate it. I will look into these at some point. I'm a little afraid to do it right now because I don't know what'll leak into stream and I don't want to get copyright struck. Although I don't know that these are the bands that would do it, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I will look into that later. Thank you. Thank you for linking. I'm very intrigued. I'm trying to think, what else did I listen to in like the aughts, like along those electronic vibes? I don't know. Medic Droid? That might have been a little after aughts actually. When did like the big Medic Droid album come out? Are they still around? This is not necessarily a band that I recommend, just one that I listened to and remember. Yep, that was in the aughts. Oh, what else? That's all I can really think of. Was Savant doing music back then? When did Savant start producing? Savant first album. Let's find out. For those unfamiliar, Savant is a musician who is probably the most prolific electronic music that exists, at least as like one single person, not like a band or an organization. His discography is incredibly huge. His full name is Alexander Vinter. He actually has a couple of pseudonyms. It looks like his first album was 2009. Yep, that sounds right. Anyway, it'd be hard for me to recommend any of his stuff because there's so much of it. But yeah, looks like he started in 2009 too, which explains why he has so much stuff too. Man, anyway, that's a whole rabbit hole I could go into, but okay. I think we're gonna wrap this up a little bit here. I did promise, I don't want to go super long, but I did mention that we might play a little goose game. You wanna play a little goose game? Let's do it? Here, let me edit my stream info. I think I still have it on food and drink. Yes, I do. Untitled Goose Game. There we go. Let's do it. Oh, the danger song is good? Ooh, color me intrigued. Alright. I think... Actually gonna pour just a little more water in this to let it, like, vibe for a while. I'm not super big on reusing tea bags, but, like, I'll do a little half cup. I am intrigued to check out Danger now. Yeah, thank you for the Rex. Alright, let me flip over. Speaking of musical vibes, we're about to go from the exact opposite of the vibe of what is playing now. Because the music in Goose Game is all classical. Well, I don't know if classical is correct era for the term, but you know, you get it. Let me turn game audio up a little because it's a pretty quiet game. So this is Untitled Goose Game by House House. Let's see, this game came out in, I want to say 2009? Right, because it was the same time as the Link's Awakening remake. Anything here that I want to change? I don't think so. Classical as in the music genre. Right. I just don't know if, like, these are actual, you know, public domain classic pieces that this game has done, you know, interpretations of. When I say classical, like, you know, everyone always says classical is kind of like an umbrella term, but I don't know if necessarily every piece in it came from the time period dictated as the classical era. You know what I mean? But that's, you know, it's classical broadly speaking. I forgot that there's a 2-player mode of this now. That I have not played. That I am curious how that works. But we're just gonna... what's my oldest save? One from... maybe I'll get my newest save. Looks like oh yeah, I played it this summer. I kind of forgot about that. Alright, so to those who are unfamiliar with this game, you're in for a weird treat. You really are. We are a goose. Did you know this game was never really given a title? The working title while they were developing it was Untitled Goose Game. That makes sense. And they just never changed it because they felt the game was so unique that the title fit. It is time to press Y to honk. We are a goose. Let's see. I probably will get back to the controls pretty quick, but honk. If you look up any of the like Link's Awakening speedruns from around this time, everyone in the background, every time something big happens, is just yells honk. It's kind of fun. And then down here we have a whole bunch of bells, to which I would like to reiterate. Gotta get the shirt again. Take bell. Is that showing up on camera? Oh, I'm holding it too close. Take bell. God, I love that shirt. Anyway. Isn't that how the design of Kirby, I don't know if this is actually true or if I have just always heard that that is the case, but like the original design of like in the first Kirby game, they put in a little running blob as like a placeholder, and then by the time the game was about to come around, they were like, we never came up with any better ideas, fuck it, you know? And then pink was added later, of course, but I am a goose and I have a boot. I posted up some songs made in Pico 8 on the Discord. Ignore my song, but I posted a song called Infinity Fortress. I think someone musically talented like you could make some sweet chiptunes in it. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I'd like to check that out myself too. All right, we can combine the buttons. And I think we're going this way. So far, the point of this game is you are a goose. But really, the point of this game is we're going to ruin some people's days. And I want that. Oh, nope, not that. But I want to ruin people's days. I'm pretty sure when I, like, originally bought this game, Oh, hold on. Title sequence. I am a goose. How's game audio? It might be kind of quiet. It is what geese do. Correct. It is. This is basically what you need to know is this is Goose Simulator. That can summarize it for you. I'm pretty sure when I bought this, it was because I like had like kind of just like a shitty period at work for a while, and I just like had my day ruined consistently for a while, and I was like, no, I'm gonna get drunk and ruin someone else's game and play the terrible Goose game. So that was what I did. I did exactly that. I want to say, by the way, this is like $15 on the eShop. I don't know if it's comparable across other platforms. I could not tell you, but I could tell you that I grabbed this apple. So, in order to make progression through the game, you got a little to-do list. Oh, controls. Cool. Got it. We got a little to-do list. We want to get into the garden, get the groundskeeper wet, steal the groundskeeper's keys, and a few other things. Basically, what we would like to do is... we're going to meet said groundskeeper shortly. We would like to make his day a little miserable. That is what we are going to do. We are a horrible goose. So, the last of these tasks is have a picnic, which requires, like, it's basically there's always a fetch quest at the end. And so we're going to steal some junk, put it on the picnic blanket. Sandwich, apple, pumpkin, carrot, jam, thermos, radio, basket. Okay. So some of this I already have. I think you need both halves of the sandwich. Whoop. Steering is a little hard. The fetch quest one is always the least fun to me. What was I gonna say? Oh, also, you don't technically need to do every quest in order to, like, get to the next area. I think you need to do all but one. So if you didn't want to do the fetch quest, you could just do all the others. Although some of them, like, take a little bit of work to figure out how to make them happen. And the fetch quest, even if tedious, is, like, you know, a thing you can figure out. Because it just lists things to put in a location. So the other secret of this game is its genre. On one hand, yes, this is basically a simulator game. On the other hand, it is secretly also a stealth game. And... I'll play this for just a little while and you will see what I mean by that. Ooh, ooh. I want that radio. I want the radio. Hey, 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 hey. There we go. Hey, get it, get it. So this is our friend, the groundskeeper. We are here to make it so that he has kind of a bad time. How do I change the camera? There will be a thing that pops up lately, or eventually. There we go. It's L and R. L to zoom in, R to zoom out. So we're going to hide. Oh, the carrot's gone. Carrot's gone, you say? Why, wherever could it be? Yeah, it's a real head scratcher. Yeah, not sure about that one, man. Anyway, the radio. I have absconded. So, maybe that'll give you an idea of what I mean when I say it's kind of low-key a stealth game. Was that even one of the things I was supposed to steal? It was. Okay, I still need a pumpkin, jam, thermos, and a radio. I'm gonna do the radio last, because it makes noise. Where is he? Where is he? I don't want to aggro him. Oh, nope. You see nothing. You see... Yeah, that pumpkin he's thinking. Yeah, where could that pumpkin go? What a weird coincidence. A pumpkin and a carrot gone on the same day. And the day I showed up? Why, what a weird day for me to show up, you know? Had a rough day yesterday. I want to make today better. Thanks for asking. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear you had a rough day yesterday. Yeah, I hope that you can enjoy your weekend, man. I'm really excited to hear these songs. I'm glad you pointed them out. I'm bad about checking the Discord. The second one sort of makes me think of Final Fantasy. Oh, hell yeah. Right. I remembered another little secret. Because I dabble in secrets. You guys ever watch Clue? The movie Clue? First of all, if you haven't, do it immediately. But Leslie Ann Warren as Miss Scarlet has such a weird way of like saying the word secrets, like with like the most sibilant S of all time. That whole movie is like insanely quotable, absolutely insanely quotable. I think it's a good Halloween watch too. If you know of the game Clue, like the board game, like that's what it's based on. I am a flower. I'm just a flower. I'm having a great time. Nope, it's not me. You see nothing. Okay, I gotta steal more of his jank. I think I want the jam. Thank you for jam. You have seen Clue. Hell yeah. Great movie. I have Clue for Sega. Oh, interesting. I should play it. I just didn't grow up with Clue, so I'm not 100% of what the rules are. I don't think I've ever played the original Clue. One of my friends in like high school had a Harry Potter Clue that I played a few times, but I'm sure it had some weird added rules that weren't in the original. So I couldn't tell you much myself. I need thermos and radio. Let's go the cheaty way. Oh, I thought the thermos was gonna be too big for a second. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Oh, it was nothing I could control. Starting to laugh it off. That's really the best thing you can do when you have a time like that. You know, realize that some things really are beyond our control. And, you know, a bad day doesn't mean a bad life. It just means, you know, it's a bad time. And if there's nothing you could really do about it, then the best thing to do is just to make tomorrow one you can look forward to, you know? I should really take my own advice here because I'm such a catastrophizer. So this is me telling myself things that I should tell myself. You know what I mean? Anyway. Those are my thoughts of how I would behave in an ideal world. Hey, yo, where's your radio? Hey, where's your radio at? You got any games on your phone? Oh, he mad, though. Right, no reason to ruin today because of yesterday. Yeah, that's exactly right. I agree with that. No, I don't want the cooler, I want the radio. I want that. I'm worried he's gonna hear me. Yep, he hears me. Nope, it's mine. It's mine. Ah, I got stuck in a corner. It's mine. No, my picnic! Ah! Oh, he took it back. And probably realized that that's where I stole all his shit. That's okay, I checked it off. I had a picnic. I had a picnic for 1 millisecond. That's good enough for me, apparently. Okay, what's left to do? Steal his keys. Easy enough. Rake in the lake. Get him wet. Make him wear his sun hat. Okay. Keys, you say? Oh, I wanted keys. Thanks. I got your keys. And I got him wet. Hey, 2 in 1. Oh, he's still coming. Oh, he's still coming. No, back to my den with ye. You'll never find them now. Oh, I gotta let go of B to turn quickly. Ah. I always forget that. Into the lake with ye as well. Why do they float? Keys aren't usually known for floating. I'm gonna put these on a rock. Well, I missed. Yeah, I'll just throw them somewhere. There we go. Nah, okay, I don't really care that much. That's the outro song. I was trying to emulate an 8-bit organ music. Oh, I see. Yeah, I can see why that gave you, like, Final Fantasy vibes. Are you ruining my picnic that I technically already had, I guess? Well, what timing? Break in the lake! Yeah, this is a pretty ridiculous game, though. You're right. But, like, that's the joy. Let's see. Where is he? Where's he at? Am I gonna get it? Am I gonna get it? No, you see nothing. You see nothing. How does he not see that? I am shocked that he did not see that. I will take this jam back. Off we go. Oh, I know what it was. It was because as soon as I did the second to last task, that made him go and do the thing to open the next area. I feel like there's something I was gonna say earlier, and I've forgotten what it was. Hahaha, got he. Oh, I love the physical comedy of this game, and I will steal this sign, and I will also put it in the lake. Thank you very much. No goose sign. What if I made a no groundskeeper sign? How would you feel about that, huh? Anyway. Okay, am I good? I think I might be good now. I think we are maybe back. Yeah, the stream got cut out for a second. I am not super sure what happened. Let me hit refresh chat. I think we're back. Yeah. Do you guys see me again? It's back for you? Okay, thank you, Corey. Appreciate it. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, sorry about that. I am not sure what happened. That might have just been a Wi-Fi glitch. Yeah, I really would like to have better Wi-Fi, but in my area, it's just like... It just is bad. Unless I, you know, pay for the expensive internet, which I do not have the money to do, unfortunately. At least I mean, maybe it's Twitch. I'm just blaming my router, but it's probably my router. Anyway, sorry about that. Thanks for your patience. I do not know exactly what happened there. Anyway, you didn't really miss too much. I started talking about Clue some more. So I don't know how much of that actually came through. Just if you watch Clue, which you should, be prepared for a movie where occasionally it will just be quip after quip after quip, so you have to like keep up. And like it also gets frenetic at the end because there's just a ton of running back and forth to different rooms, which makes sense in context. Anyway, that's what I was saying about Clue. I don't know how much of it got through the first time or how much got lost. But anyway, so we have unlocked this new area because we have sufficiently made the Groundskeeper's Day... Groundskeeper's Day. We have made his day terrible. Sufficiently. Good for us. So we're off to run some other lives. I'm probably not going to play through the whole game on stream. I probably could, but it would probably be its own stream because it's not like a long game. You can probably beat the game in a casual play in like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Hello, little boy. But I'll probably finish off this area, the high streets, and then call it good. So, new area, new to-do list. To do, break a broom, trap the boy in the phone booth, make the boy wear the wrong glasses, make someone buy back their own stuff, get on TV, and go shopping. So again, the last one is just a fetch quest. Put a bunch of junk in the basket. And you only have to do all but one to get to the next area or whatever. So this area has a couple of features to it. One, it has multiple people. It has this little boy who we will terrorize immediately. And then we have a shop that we can sneak into. How dare you? Ah, man. So she does not really care for us. And she will not let us back in. Oh, while she's looking. What a nice broom, lady. Would be a shame if something happened to it. You gonna use your broom? Bat me away? Oh, apparently a stick works just the same. Ah, well. Alright, well, one task done. We broke a broom. What an accomplishment on this day. While I'm in here, I'm going to... Oh, get hit again. Okay, just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. But I am going to... Oh, you like this plane? He's mine now. Haha. In it goes. Oh. Did it trigger? Did it trigger? Ah, there we go. I think I've done it. I think I have unlocked something. Man, this is so mean. This one is mean enough that I feel kind of bad about it. Has to buy back his own toy. Poor kid. Victory screech! Okay, now I run away. Oh, she's gone to get her broom to threaten me. I will take, thank you. Oh, now she's aggroed. Oh, now she's big aggroed. How far will she chase me? Oh, she's catching up. Will she chase me all the way back? Ah, dang it. I got knocked into a corner there. Those glasses are mine. But it's mine, though. I take. It's for me. It's for me. I take. Give to me. Oh, dang it. I got clipped in a corner again. Ah, god dang it. The running controls are a little obnoxious. Like, there's a reason the game tells you, hey, let go of B to turn when you run, because it's really easy to get caught in a corner. Okay, I'm gonna try to not get caught. Oh, dang it. I did again. Oh, maybe that's the, like, boundary of the area. It knocks it out. That's annoying if so. Okay, I'm gonna run ahead of her and steal a different pair of glasses. Aha! Aha! This was my plan all along, I decided, just now. And she'll never know. Until she realizes it immediately. Okay. Oh, you know, like a goose? You know, like goose. Ah, in he goes. Get in there. This is kind of funny. He's calling her. to come get me away. But all she did was let me in. Now on Goose TV, for the low, low price of $19.99, 200 payments, you can get 2 of, goose. Many goose. Thousands of goose. Restrictions apply. This is censorship. My free speech. Anyway, you get it. I think that was one, right? Get on TV? Yeah, we got it. Have you ever shut the lady in the garage? I certainly have. I certainly have. In fact, that's the thing you have to do to get to the next area, I believe. What were we doing? Wrong glasses. Well. I'll get you. Not sure how to do this. I want to untie his shoes. I know there's a way to do it. Do I have to untie both laces for him to trip? Eventually he will trip. I know that. Where did I set those glasses? Are they still here? Yep, there they are. I'm gonna try to make him wear those. Okay, untie your laces. Terrify you. His glasses fell off. Maybe you wear these. I'm such friendly goose. Human, I help you. I help you. Here you go. I guess they're good enough for him because he can see through them. Anyway, we have sufficiently terrorized that little boy. Let's work on this lady now. This is the garage that Tanner's talking about. Why chalk? Why ever could you need that? No, goose. Funny that you say that because here I am. Stealing your leek. Wait, I'm not close enough. Steal a leek. You want your leek, lady? Bye. I can't hear you. What? You need out? Why, I'm just a goose. However could I help with that? Goose dance. What's the Welshman doing under the table? He's having a leak. Oh, that's great. Oh, I love that, man. That's great. A lot of my family is actually Welsh by heritage, I guess. That is pretty funny. I do love a leak. We love a leak. Here in this channel, we stand a leak. Anyway, as I mentioned, I probably am not going to go really much longer. There are a couple of other areas left here. But I want to kind of get going because I have a little bit of a birthday dinner thing that I want to get started on. I don't want to make people wait on me too long while I sit here and play Goose Game. Although I do love Goose Game. So if you want to see me finish Goose Game sometime, I can do it in one stream. So, but I'll probably wait until after October because I'm trying to play more spooky games for the most part. But like, I couldn't. It came up in conversation. I could not pass up Goose Game. So there it is. So there's the first, I don't know, probably like a third of the game, honestly. It's a pretty fast game, especially if, you know, you've already played it and you know what you're doing. I'm not exactly like on a speedrun record or anything. Like those are much faster than I'm able to do, but like still, it's not a super long game if you know what you're doing. Kind of, this is a game that doesn't have a ton of replay value. Like once you like have figured out the puzzles of how to accomplish the things on the tasks, like it's not, you know, hard or like a new wave of fun to do it a second time necessarily, but like the vibe of the game is so charming that it's fun to revisit for that reason instead. You know what I mean? At least that's how I feel about it. So that's Goose Game, at least again, like the first third of it. So maybe we'll play it some other time. This is definitely one of those games that would be really fun to watch like a let's play of it, where it's like which I think this is a good format for it. So 2 people playing, the person playing the game is playing it blind, and then there's a commentator who has played the game before that can offer like tips and like vague guiding. Like that would be a fun format to watch the game in. I think it would be a game that like lends itself super well to a format like that. But anyway, since I've already played the game, you know, I can't give you my like first reaction to things, but like I don't know, I've showed it off to you guys, so maybe you'll be interested in checking it out. I definitely recommend it if you have the cash to spare. Have you done all the challenges? Ooh, I have not. So there are challenge tasks to do. I think you can only see it if you either beat the game first and return to like a new game plus thing, or if you accidentally do one of them. I forget what the most accessible one is. I have not done all the challenges. That is a good point. Maybe sometime I'll figure that out. I know some of them are like time-based though. Like one of them is like, before the first church bell rings, complete the whole like first area, which like seems like a really, really strict time limit to me. So I don't know. But yeah, there are challenges in this game. Maybe I'll look into that. Yeah, thank you for reminding me, Corey. Have you done all the challenges? I think I've done a couple of them, but it's been a while, so I can't quite remember. Hey, I love all things onion. Shallots, leeks, yes please. Hell yeah, I agree with that. I'm a big fan of green onions. Green onions, good shit, because it's something herby and something aromatic, you know, 2 in 1. Big proponent of green onions. Anyway, I think, yeah, I am gonna probably wrap this up because I don't want to make my friends I'm doing birthday stuff with wait on me very much. So there's a little bit of a tour of the vibes of Untitled Goose Game. So maybe we'll pick it up some other time. I'll probably just replay the beginning if so, but oh well. Anyway, all right. So thank you so much for popping by my little birthday stream. I had a really good time. I didn't really have any big goals for today, so much as to turn the camera on and vibe and eat some cookies and drink some tea, and I have done those things. I kind of thought that I would play Necrodancer a little bit longer, but like that became kind of a bit to juggle. So oh well. I do enjoy Necrodancer though. I will probably play it now that I have re-inspired myself on my own, just for the vibes. Anyway, so I think that's it for today. Let me go ahead and tell you a couple of things for just like future scheduling stuff. So tomorrow, I haven't quite looked into how to make this work yet, but there's a game that I love very much called Oregon Trail. Not Oregon Trail, although it is a very affectionate parody of that. Oregon Trail. Imagine Oregon Trail, but zombies. We are going to play that tomorrow. I have played it before, but it was many a year ago, and so I will be doing a bit of rediscovering as well. I think that if you played any of the Oregon Trail games, especially the first one, you will absolutely vibe to this, and it very much is in keeping with the spooky vibes of the season. So we're going to give Oregon Trail a try. So I'm hoping to do that tomorrow. I haven't logged into Steam in a good couple years, so I'm a little worried that something weird will happen there. If so, like I'll try to play around with it like late tonight or tomorrow morning. If I can't get it to work, I'll play a different game probably. But that's what I'm thinking right now. We'll try to make Oregon Trail work. So I think that'll be a fun thing to check out if you know, fit those criteria I listed earlier. Outside of that, other things to mention, next weekend I will not be streaming. I will be out of town for a wedding, so no stream then. Although during the week, oh no, I'll also be gone during the week. Never mind. So I was gonna say something and it was gonna be a lie. So not that. Anyway, so I'll be out for a little while doing some wedding stuff. But then I will hopefully come back in time for Halloween. Doesn't Halloween fall on a Saturday? Right? Oh, a Sunday. So I probably, unless I somehow come up with better plans, which I'm not super inclined to do so, I probably will be streaming Halloween weekend. I'm not sure what I'll be streaming yet, but I'll come up with something, maybe more Oregon Trail. We'll have to decide. If you have any ideas or anything you'd like me to play, let me know. The best way to contact me and or keep up with my schedule is on my Twitter. So there's a link to my Twitter there. I have been trying to remember to update my schedule on Twitch itself, but I am a forgetful host, so sometimes it doesn't happen. Anyway, so to summarize, tomorrow, same time, same place, Oregon Trail, hopefully. No stream next weekend, but then we'll come back the weekend after that. So yeah, that's, I think, everything I wanted to say. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, and I hope you had a really good time. I have been Gray. You have been great, and I hope to see you tomorrow or some other time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, folks. Take care.